Hi again then guys, and welcome to another installment of course of the Automotive News Roundup. And as I mentioned earlier on today, it's a pretty great day for news, especially for me as a Maserati fan, because Maserati, who I've been of course covering on the channel as far as the MC20 goes, have now confirmed its engine. An all new Maserati built 100% in Modena engine for that MC20. It doesn't have the spec that you might want a supercar or hypercar from Maserati to have. There's no big V12, it's not naturally aspirated, but what it does have is a lot of engineering, multiple patents, F1 technology, and the promise of some pretty great performance. So here's the spec. The engine is called the Natsu. It's a 3-litre V6 twin-turbo. No surprises so far. Of course, it doesn't have that kind of old-school purity of a big naturally aspirated V12, but turbo aspiration is more efficient, produces significantly more torque, which of course is a huge advantage now. And across the board, it's just an easier, simpler, more cost-effective engine to manufacture, but still gives the car great performance. Plus, I need to point out, this engine is actually producing similar specs to the MC12, but with half the size and half the cylinders. That 3-litre twin-turbo V6 puts out 612 brake horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque. And incidentally, peak power is 7,500 RPM, peak torque at 3,000. It's a dry sump unit, and once again, these specs are not including a hybrid system. So there's a very strong chance that the car will have a lot more power than this once you factor that in. I would not be at all surprised if you're looking at maybe 700 to 750 horses, and of course a lot more torque than 538 pound-feet as well. Now, the entire engine apparently weighs under 220 kilos, and Maserati even did a little bit of clarification within this latest email regarding the car's purpose. They confirmed, so it's no longer in question whatsoever, it is going racing in one form or another, and that the MC20 itself is not a supercar or a hypercar, it's a super sport, and that is a direct quote from Maserati themselves. Now, for a hypercar, you might consider that engine to be a little underwhelming. For a super sports car, that's one hell of an engine. 612 horsepower alone is great, let alone with that hybrid system. So I'm very keen to see what this car can do for sure, and of course if you haven't been following this news, I did cover the test mule that was seen, some of the better shots more recently, and incidentally they are revealing the full car in all of its glory on the 9th of September of this year, at least that's the plan. So we'll have to wait until then to get a good look at the car probably, but suffice it to say the performance is going to be very good. Half the size, half the cylinders of an MC12, but probably quicker, especially for acceleration, and if it does have a hybrid system, maybe even with temporary all-wheel drive like an LMP car, well, yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed to be one of the quickest cars they've ever built. Overall though, that's it for this news piece. Of course, stick around on the channel for more. Check out the playlist for the news roundup if you want to catch up with those previous MC20 news pieces, and of course, until next time, I'll see you then, but for now, as always, thanks for watching.